Hello, Retromoviegirl fans. My name is Retromoviegirl, and today I have for you. This is an audiobook review. This is an Audible audiobook review, and today I have for you Second Best by Noelle Adams. Today I have for you Second Best by Noelle Adams. What Second Best basically is, it's about Sean, a man who works in property, in real estate, and he has a deal going on, and he goes to a property like centric law firm, and he finds a woman named Ashley, and he meets Ashley. He's been like staring at Ashley, looking at Ashley during meetings, and finds her very, very attractive. But the thing is, Sean recently lost his fiance about a year ago or two. At the point where the story starts, about a year ago, he lost his fiance. Him and his fiance were shot outside of going to see like a play, a show, and his fiance was killed, and he's a survivor of that incident, which makes him wary about love and feelings due to losing his fiance, but he doesn't want to stop the intimate side of his life. So after meeting Ashley outside of what she does, her job, he meets her at a bar, and they talk a little bit, and they talk a little bit more, and he asks her if she would like to go back to his hotel room next week and, you know, have sex. It's just for sex. It's not for any type of feelings, any type of love. But during the course of the story, you learn that she's in love with a man named John. At her law firm, there's a man named John. He seems very nice and very much somebody that Ashley has unrequited love for John. John knows that she exists, but not in a romantic way, and she's hoping that he'll notice her one day and they'll start an actual relationship. And one thing that I like about this story, unlike the negotiated marriage, is that, which is also by Noelle Adams, by the way, but it's very, not necessarily, it's relatively short and relatively vague about how they got married. This is not vague. This is not the negotiated marriage. It's not vague. Everything is stated outright. They have a contract. They sign a contract after they have sex the first time. And over time, you'll notice, if you listen to this book, over time you'll notice that feelings, regardless of what they said or what was stated in the contract, feelings start to develop, which I think is normal and natural, unless it's a one-night stand and a one-time thing. This is a contracted thing that would happen every Wednesday. But due to the fact that Ashley is in love with John, she doesn't think anything of it. It's just sex, satisfying a physical need, so they don't really think about it until, God forbid, feelings start to develop. Because as we all know, if you're sleeping with somebody, for some people, not for everybody, but for some people, if you're sleeping with somebody long term, feelings start to develop. So they have to deal with that. They have to deal with the fact that Sean has an aversion to love because of what happened to his fiance. But he starts to fall in love with Ashley anyway. He starts doing things like, one time she needs a date for her sister's wedding, so she decides to ask Sean if he would go with her after they spent a lot of time together at the hotel. Not necessarily outside the hotel, but they spend a lot of time together, and they're getting to know each other in a sort of kind of vague way. But she does mention the wedding, so he does go. But one thing that I found, one of the scenes that I found very like odd and out of place, because if it was just sex at a hotel, then why would you take somebody to meet your grandmother? After the wedding, he takes her to meet his grandmother, which I consider, you know, it's a love story, but within the parameters of the contract, that's not allowed. They're not allowed to have personal things. They're not allowed to see each other else, but they break the rules, which is kind of nice and refreshing. They break the rules, but later on she learns that the man that she's in love with is really not the person that she expected, because sometimes when we love somebody from afar, we're not exactly aware, like, you have fantasies of who the person could be or who you think they are, not who they actually are. So when she learns this, she gets a rude awakening in the process, because after some time she stops seeing Sean, and she's given an opportunity to have a relationship with her coworker John, who is not really, I think what happened is she idealized him and idealized the relationship and turned it into a fantasy instead of a real relationship, and that's where that lies. But I love Second Best, and I hope that you'll listen to it and give it a chance. And I'll talk to you in my very next video. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll talk to you very soon in my very next video. Bye.